My thing is, Cheeky, if you know you got all these issues, why
Yes.
don't you just choose to be by yourself and
Yes.
deal with
Because
your
come
Man, they
on,
got
dog.
sexual
You
desires
come
and
on,
urges
Quan.
too, dog. Come on.
Listen. Some of
why
these
you
women,
can't be
bro.
by yourself?
A lot of these women who got trauma like this, you won't never know. They would literally take to their grave. The only way you would really know, you'd be like, why is she acting like this?
And that's
Why
the
she
Right.
move
issue.
like this?
It's
Her
when that
But I'm
actions, her
mind,
saying,
body,
if
like,
it's
you as a
when
bro, you will
person,
never know. And
but
then
if you as a
eventually, when it
person
do come
know
out,
that you have these type of issues, why are you going into relationships and making it somebody else's responsibility to deal with your
yes,
issues?
I
yes.
agree with
So
that.
That's
I
selfish.
agree with that.
okay,
so
I
so
agree with
if
that.
that's
That's
so
Because
selfish.
it's
Quan,
not
I
it's
know I
not
got
something
all
they
of this
can
going on in my
control.
life, but instead of dealing with it, I'm gonna go get me a woman that I could place all my issues on. That ain't selfish.
yeah.
So you just wanted to see the reaction, hear the reaction.
I mean, we could.
Why
I
Cheeky
don't
not
mind
on
talking
camera?
about it. I
But
don't
no,
All
mind
but
right,
talking
mostly,
about
what's
it.
the
mostly you want to hear the
question?
reaction. No, you want to mostly hear the double standard of the reactions for the
Right.
most part.
So, but even with that being the case, right? Even with that being the case, there's still something to be had, a conversation to be had, especially since we like to deal with the topics with Black community and all of these things. We don't do a lot of like one of the many complaints that people have about the quote unquote Black community is that we don't say anything about the uncles that do these certain things and do those certain things, and we just don't
Yep.
talk about the mental health of quote unquote Black people. So now that I'm
Hmm.
trying to redirect the conversation, is well, don't do that. But if we're able to have the convo in a legitimate form or fashion, the question is, should we where do we draw the limits, or do we put any limitations on trauma and how we deal with people with trauma?
That's
So
Uh,
actually
no,
an interesting question though, Cheeky. So I
where
used
do we
to I
draw
used
a
to
line on trauma and being involved with people?
it's tough,
Because
bro.
Yeah, you
I
don't
okay,
don't
know
I don't
like how
know
bad
I
it
don't
is
know
for
if you can because you can't really be like, oh, get over it, like
it. It,
with
it,
certain
it
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think
Like
you put a
I give you
limitation on it.
I
I
give
don't
you
think
an
you put a
example,
limitation.
right? There's things that you should be able to share with your partners, right? That are considered pleasurable. But for some women, it's a trauma for them because of their first experience with that particular act. You know what I'm saying? But it's supposed to be something enjoyable. So you can't really draw a line like that because even things that should be considered enjoyable is traumatic for certain people. So it's one
I
of
see
those
what
things
well,
where what
I see what Rojo's problem is.
I'm trying to watch my words, like
I
I'm
know
trying not to
exactly
be
what
Man,
you're
graphic.
no,
talking
keep
about.
it
You're
all
a
the way
wild nigga.
1,000, bro. Some of these, listen, I'm gonna say it for you, Rojo. Some women that have really been traumatized by this, even when they get with somebody, they still have that trauma built in.
Right.
So they bodies is, they like
It reacts
it's a
in that
reaction. It might
trauma.
be a
Yeah.
trigger. It might be something, and they don't, it just fucks with them mentally. So
It's like
right.
I'm gonna get a little well,
All right, so
that's
So
trauma.
okay,
I
so
just
go
can't
ahead.
deal with people that's burnt out. Like you can have your traumas and all that, but it's a difference between I got trauma and I'm burnt out. Like some people just legit burnt out.
well, we know why they burnt out.
I'm just saying, for me,
So
I
how
can't do the burnt out
so
because you're gonna
you're
burn
saying
me out.
so if here's I'm trying to understand, right? Because I've had after having multiple conversations with women, there's just a lot of women that are hurt in that way. And then after talking with men, I'm starting to understand there's a lot of men that have that kind of trauma. And the way that we
Hmm.
deal with men's trauma is just
It's
over sexualizing and making
different.
it okay for men to behave and do the things that seems detrimental to both men and women. So how do we address the issue and how do we really handle these things, right? Like, for example, I don't think people understand that dealing with a human being that has that kind of trauma, how hard it is emotionally to just be invested into that person. But
Facts.
because they're still a person, you don't want to say they don't deserve love, they don't deserve a relationship. But at the same time, most of the relationships that I know about people that have that kind of trauma, they're very toxic. So what is the solution to that? Do you guys think that maybe if you have it, you should just be left alone?
But
Well, I
Cheeky,
think it depends. Honestly, Cheeky, I
Patience.
think I
that person gotta want to
I
change.
think it
Uh,
depends. I'm gonna be honest. I think it depends, Cheeky,
Nah, you
and I'm
can't
only
put it
too
all on the
risky.
person.
because
What you
because
mean?
because
The
there's
answer
levels
is
to it.
patience, bro.
There's levels to it.
But they
Like
gotta want it.
you you got no hold on. You got some that are they've been through this traumatic situation and they got over it. They just haven't forgotten it. But it's not like it's not really affecting you. But the person that you're talking about, Cheeky, to where when y'all have sex, the cooter cat dries up, like
This nigga is
something,
cooler cat.
that type of trauma. Yo, you need to leave them people alone, and
Yeah,
and
I
and,
agree.
and
But
you
why
need
do
to
you
leave
need
them
to?
people alone.
Yeah, but
So
change
why? So
begins
why?
with
Why
you.
would you say leave them alone?
Yeah,
No,
because now that's adding more trauma.
Because you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. You even when you're patient, bro. These situations, like some of these marriages too. Like some of the women that are married because they got this trauma, they're not really pleasing their husband. They're not really doing anything based on that trauma. Like it ain't just like they get over it when they get with a person. They get over it like 2-3 years. No, that shit drag on. That shit can sometimes drag on forever.
Not even that, bro. You know what it is, bro? Other than that, you could be gentle with her and everything.
Right.
She's probably gonna still feel like it's still great. That's how
And that's what I'm
traumatized. That's how
Well,
bad it would
yeah,
be,
and that's
depending
what I'm
depending how
saying.
it is, because of protecting.
And
Yeah,
that's what
it's
I'm
not even
saying.
that
That
well,
too.
can happen. That can
it's
happen.
She need God.
It
Wait,
also
wait,
it
wait, wait,
also
wait.
oh,
Go ahead, Rojo. Rojo and
it's
Gilda
a
Corn.
it's an extremely emotional situation for women that's been through that. Like it's so you guys, well, Cheeky, not you. You guys ever been with a woman and they cry after sex and it be like the good cry? Well, that's
Trigger your guys'
scary,
hand up.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
exactly. Yeah.
scary experience for us because we be like, wait a minute, what the fuck, right? So
That's what's wrong with that.
no, that's the good one, right? But for guys, sometimes it's like, oh shit, like we good, right? But there's that cry after sex, like, oh boy, I think it was Prime, that it's not the good cry. It's the attachment of the essay from her past to where, yeah, she enjoyed that experience with you, nutted and everything, but she was crying at the same time, and it wasn't tears of joy. You see what I'm saying? That's traumatic, bro. Like you got to be patient with a woman like that, and it's
mhm.
not an easy thing. It's not an
It
easy
does.
thing.
It not only just not just that. Even if y'all like the sexual, the emotional women like that, it also has an effect on your kids too.
I didn't have kids with this particular woman I'm talking about, but
No, I'm just
yeah,
saying like there. I've seen some women that who have like it's weird.
But we have
Um,
deep, deep emotions as women. They have many
right,
facets, and at certain times we're gonna reach into a very, very deep and dark place as women. It's just different. We just,
I'm
you guys are not as emotionally inclined as us, so it's just a
right.
different thing.
I mean,
right.
for me
I agree.
But I
personally,
I
think
agree.
that's a go ahead, Gilda Corn.
I believe in protecting your peace at all costs. And in my situation, I'm never going to claim or play Jesus Christ for no other mother in life. You got to make the decision that you want
That
to
one,
change and do what's right for you at the end of the day.
How too bad.
Ambulalai.
Because can't
Ambulalai.
nobody be God for you. I can't pretend to be some all being that's gonna come and heal. No, I'm flesh
So
and
Yeah, but see
blood,
that
bro.
that that's
so let
that
me
I'm
would be
flesh
hold
and
on,
considered
blood.
hold on, wait, wait,
insensitive,
wait,
bro.
wait.
I'm flesh and
Do y'all
blood.
Do y'all
If you need,
to
if
all
you
the
need
men,
God, say that.
to all the men that are sexually active with women,
The men.
do you all not think about that before getting involved, or is that y'all just like what? My
Yo,
question is
listen.
how
No
much
man can
thought,
know.
No, so
how
check it
much
out.
I can tell.
Go ahead, but my bad.
You think so?
we're talking about engaging with people that may have sexual trauma, and I mean, of course, up until this point, it was good conversation, and it still is. It's okay to have comedic or some type of relief, some type of comedic relief while having a conversation and get back on topic. If y'all can joke about doing what y'all was saying y'all was gonna do, or how to man
What
Oh shit,
happened?
he cut out.
He muted himself. Chicky, you muted
drawing
yourself.
these lines, drawing these lines to me seems a little out of place and out of pocket. Because how can we say we can joke about one thing and not the other? We're having a good conversation. It has a comedic element to it now, because he's saying that, hey, if you please a woman in this way, then you're gonna be attached, right? That's a part of the conversation. But we can get back to the regular convo. It's not like it just stops there unless you just want it to. So what is the point of you asking that question?
How are you going to go beyond deep if you run out of
Yeah,
answers?
you read it right.
I
That's
didn't read. I ain't
crazy, bro.
listen. I
Wait,
don't
what it
have two
say?
eyes. I'm just gonna say this. I don't got two eyes for nothing. That's all
I
I'm gonna
got a
say.
question though. I'm gonna ask a
I ain't
question
got.
once y'all finish.
I ain't gonna. That's I'm gonna just keep it like that.
Okay, so I guess my question, the one I'm getting at is, at what point in time do you as men get old enough or mature enough to consider these things before interacting with women?
Mm,
Oh
that's a
shit.
good
That's
question.
I don't know. For me, it was shit. I want to say 19 with this experience. I was 19, and I mean the way I learned to deal with it was just like I said earlier, just being patient, like being understanding that what she's going through like is beyond anything I can even imagine. So I got to be patient and just be there for her and be supportive because like shit is traumatic. You know what I mean? Shit was crazy. Like it takes maturity, that's for sure. It'll grow you
Yeah.
right the fuck up. If you really care about the person, that shit'll grow you right the fuck up right there on the spot.
So if
Yeah.
you don't
Cause
care about
cause
the person,
I was
well,
20.
I mean,
I was
eh,
20,
eh,
cheeky, when
you
I
don't
had to.
care already. So
For me, I could be friends with you, but I'm not about to sit here and pretend like I can heal you from whatever you got going on.
yeah,
So I'm gonna
I'm gonna
be
take you to
perfectly honest,
church.
bro. Cheeky,
But I mean, that whole
I
healing
dated.
and all that, nigga, that's for psychiatrists and
I
and,
yeah,
and
dated.
psychologists and shit of
Yeah.
that
yeah,
nature there, right?
No, I
That's
dated a
that's
chick. I
for doing
dated a
all of
chick
the
like
healing,
that.
nigga. Talk to the chaplain. That's not
That
regular people's jobs. That's people who have been trained to do that type of shit. That's their job to
yes.
do all of the healing and
right.
shit.
So, but see how to man. I dated a chick like that, and even when they go get the psychiatry and all that training and shit,
they still
it
coming back
still
to
it
fuck you.
still it still comes out, yo. It is not a
Yeah,
good feeling.
they
Like
So
not a
so
one
you should
therapist,
leave
bro.
them alone.
one minute y'all in the groove, like y'all fucking, it's going phenomenal, and then the next minute it's like she like dead weight, like dead
Okay.
weight, like
So
dead
Yeah.
set, like
as a man, do you believe you have the ability to heal that?
no,
No.
No, it's not about
no.
healing. It's not about healing. That's not what our job is as far as healing. When you a man in that situation dealing with a woman, you just got to be supportive,
I'm
patience, and
leaving.
support. That's all you can do.
Me too, Gilbert. Gilbert Quad
And
said
that
I'm
I'm
yo,
gone.
leaving.
but
Y'all
but
tripping,
listen,
bro.
it's
I'm
listen. If it
leaving.
ain't for you, that's best for her that you leave though.
Yes.
I'm
Real talk,
leaving, Mo.
Wait.
real
So
talk. It's best
Like,
for
bro,
her
she ain't
that
got
you
no
leave
family for
if
all
you ain't
this.
got what it takes. She not fucking
y'all,
her family, dog. You missing the point.
Why she
If it's a if her trauma is from intimacy and she's intimate with you, the family can't help. You can only help so much. She's
listen?
fucking you.
I get
so
all of
with
that.
that being the
But at the
case,
end of the day, I can't do for you.
That's why it's best
You
for a
need
dude like you
God.
to leave her. You need to leave her, yes,
Yeah,
because
bro,
you ain't
cause
what she would need to get through that situation.
and I'm
So
gonna be perfectly.
do y'all think y'all have any responsibility as a human being
Yes.
to not cause or even be a part of that type of trauma? Because it
As far
seemed
as
like
furthering the trauma,
Yes.
it
I told you, don't
seemed
go
like
deep.
what we're saying is, as long as I can get my nut and leave, I don't really care about it like that. Which, if that's your approach, I'm just curious about the psychology behind that for you as the individual. How to Man, Gilded Quan, and Nightish seem to be along those lines of, yeah, I'm just here for a nut. I don't really care about you. But
How you
how did
get
you
that
get to
I
from
that?
ain't
me?
saying
How
all
did you
that.
get to that
Nah,
point?
it's not that I'm only here for a nut and I don't even care about you. It's just that I'm not properly trained or equipped to heal you, right? That's literally not within my sphere of skills that I have, bro. Like I could do a lot of shit, but psychiatry and psychologists is not one of them. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, but Cheeky, not only that, you got to flip the script because some of those women that go through that become savages, bro, and all they want is to come through, get a nut, and bounce.
Right, but how
So
many
it's
times
a
have we
flip
heard?
side to that.
How many times have we heard from people just on these panels that if she's throwing it up, she tosses it up, you're gonna take it?
They burned out.
No. I want to hear
Nah,
Rojo.
dude, that ain't burnt out.
Oh,
Oh yeah, but I mean
oh,
Burnt out is
they
something totally different,
they
man.
not going through the trauma like the negative trauma. Well, I guess all trauma is negative, but they not necessarily going through the same type of trauma as that person that's not dealing with it well. You know what I'm saying? They choosing to deal with it like, oh well, I'm just an object for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks too. But I mean, you definitely ain't got to be patient and feel sorry for them. Get
so
yours
after
and let
you,
them
But
go and go.
my thing is, Cheeky, if you know you got all these issues, why
Yes.
don't you just choose to be by yourself and
Yes.
deal with
Because
your shit?
come
Man, they
on,
got
dog.
sexual
You
desires
come
and
on,
urges
Quan.
too, dog. Come on.
Listen. Some of
Why
these
you
women,
can't be
bro.
by yourself?
A lot of these women who got trauma like this, you won't never know. They would literally take this shit to their grave. The only way you would really know, you'd be like, why is she acting like this?
And that's
Why
the
she
Right.
move
issue.
like this?
It's
Her
when
But
that
I'm
actions, her
saying,
monster.
body,
if
like,
It's
you as a
when
bro, you will
person,
never know. And
but
then
if you as a
eventually, when it
person
do come
know
out,
that you have these type of issues, why are you going into relationships and making it somebody else's responsibility to deal with your
yes.
issues?
I
yes.
agree with that.
That's
I
selfish.
agree with that
okay,
So
one.
I agree with
if
that.
that's
That's
so,
Because
selfish.
Quan.
I
it's
know I
not
got
something
all
they
of this
can
going on in my
control.
life, but instead of dealing with it, I'm gonna go get me a woman that I could place all my issues on. That ain't selfish.